we are on the edge of the high pressure system. So these clouds, windy or whatever source of the weather forecast you have, you would figure out that they don't have these clouds in the forecast. So and this is a bit, and these clouds can change the wind pattern as well. So because and then we will come to this later. So it seems that this layer of these stratocumulus clouds is not all over the Funen. It's more there are more these clouds on the south, and once you get further to the north, the sky is slowly getting clear. Martin, so have you seen the clear sky on the north or no? Going out today.
I came from the north. It was clear sky.
It was clear sky, right? Okay, so and I have no reason, not to believe that this situation is not going to change tomorrow as well. So the clear sky, what does it mean? The clear sky means that there is some sun coming, there is more sun coming down to the ground during the day, and that the cooling down of the ground is more pronounced during the night. And cool ground during the night means colder air flowing above the sea, and this is stopping the gradient wind. So as long there are some clouds above, you'll have less problems in getting into the Svenborg sun at night. But this on the other hand, the sun is also. We were discussing this yesterday, and I was asked quite a few times that it seems that there is less wind after you come to the little belt, to the big belt, and I was looking at the forecasts this morning, and I believe that the wind's dropping in the models because it's the kind of a sea breeze effect, and the sea breeze on the shore where the general wind is coming onshore means that the sea breeze is killing the gradient wind. So that's why you have the less wind from the big belt until the fin head. And this happened also last year as well. Although the general circulation was a bit more from the south, but there was less wind after around the big belt, right?
Around the bridge.
Sorry, around the bridge, yes. Yeah. So and this effect you might expect tomorrow as well. So is there anything you can do on the way from the? First of all, you have to get out of the Svenborg sun. And here it's probably there is going to be enough breeze, that you'll be able to get out because the current is going to be with you. So the current is going eastward from 6 o'clock in the morning till I believe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you will easily get out of the Svenborg sun. And then once you get out, you will have some easterlies and even a bit more from the south. So if east southeast, I would say 10 to 12 knots. And there were some ideas, to go a bit more to the east to pick up the current after the Long Island. How is it called?
Langeland.
Langeland. After the Langeland. However, it seems that this current is dropping after afternoon, after 12. So in my opinion, just stay on the shortest route and do your best to get the best boat speed. So there is nothing to play. After after the bridge, there will be perhaps a bit less of wind. So it might happen that you will have to change for the big kite at that part because your truant angle will get a bit more open. So I believe that there should be you should get prepared the big kite after that. And then from Finn's Head toward the little belt, you will see and you probably will see better, and you will check the forecast as well. The wind will, after the Finn's Head, start to pick up again, and there is the constant tendency of wind backing. So which means, and this is the part where you are going to sail downwind, and this is the only part where you can play some tactics, because you have to decide, it's going to be dead downwind. You have to decide either to go outside, either to go inshore, and due to the fact, that there is going to be nice curvature of the wind field from backing from east southeast to east northeast. So the only logical way to sail is to sail close to the shore. So and then I believe that you won't have problems with getting to Little Belt too late. However, once if the sky is clear, if like after 8-9 o'clock in the evening, you should avoid the land, sail a bit more outside, because there is going to be more gradient wind a bit more outside. Then we come to the little belt passage. I believe that you should be around the little belt, at the entrance of the little belt, at roughly the same time as last year. I believe that the front runners were there around 8-9 o'clock in the evening, right? This I'm speaking for 27s and 18s. So which 18 was there? What time?
No, not last year.
Last year I was at in the little belt.
Yes.
I was like at midnight. So
Okay.
I was just before the current started.
Yeah. So don't hurry too much, because this year the current is a bit off phase as the last year. So the gate, so the current coming with you is changing just at midnight. So have a coffee. Prepare yourself a nice dinner, and then wait for the current to change. I'm joking a bit, because the current is really the strongest around 9-10 o'clock in the evening, but then it's dropping, and I believe there is going to be still enough wind to be sailable through the little belt, which won't be the case probably during the second part of the night, when especially if the night is going to be clear.
So after midnight we have like a current with us.
Like
Or less.
it's on the midnight. It's still contra, but it's so weak that you'll be able to sail with. So I expect some condensation of the fleet in the little belt, and then it's from then on it's the little belt. Of course, you have to get through. So hopefully you will all catch the gate, the current gate, and then there will be probably a bit less of the wind at the exit. But once the daylight will come up, and once you will get away from the little belt, you should expect the east-southeast. With some I believe you won't see more than 14-15 knots a bit later toward the noon. It's going to be first you will sail close hold on the port deck, and then you'll start beating, and it's for the time being it seems that there is no persistent shift during the beating phase, so you can't really bet into some shift coming. However, you can still play the land effects, so pointing on the capes, tacking on the capes. There is going to be probably a bit of curvature of the wind of the airflow going around the capes. So this is something what you can do. As I said, up to 15 knots. And don't get ashore in this part, especially if you try to play the some land effects. So basically that would be it. Like, but now I would really ask for some questions.
You said the current is coming with us starting at midnight roughly?
Roughly midnight, yes.
And when is it coming?
Five.
Against us? 5.
Yes.
Okay.
So at five the gate closes. Due to the easterlies in the Baltic in general, there is much more water coming out of the Baltic, which means that there is going to be less favorable current and more current against you. So if you miss the gate, you'll have problems. So
Will the wind that's coming from northeast into the little belt
yes,
cancel that effect somewhat?
the current or
Yeah, because it's coming directly into it.
no, actually no. You have so much pressure of the water coming out. It's not, the question is how much the wind will drop in the little belt. And this is the wind is dropping due to the fact that there is the cold air produced over the land, and this cold air is somehow layered over the channel, and then you have the gradient blowing a bit higher up, and there is nothing in the. But like if there is enough gradient, if there are some clouds, so if this cooling is not so pronounced, you have some chance, you know, that you would have the also some wind during the night. Yeah.
What do you say? What's enough wind? So you're coming to Little Belt, you know you have the time to car.
Yeah,
What
but
do you say is like enough wind to go?
no proper. I would say like 6-7 knots is enough. You know, to like for the first boats, 6-7 knots is going to be enough to get through. And like for the rest of the fleet, there will be current coming with you. So and then
No, it's just you're coming a little bit. You know you have a contra current.
yes.
Even if it's the strongest, what's the wind that you go beating, or what's the wind that you don't? You know, how much wind do you
Basically,
think you
like
need?
just I believe that you can cross at 11 o'clock. You'll be able to cross with 6-7 knots of wind.
But you have downwind.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm asking. If you're there before, yeah, but I think we're gonna be there before 11. We're probably gonna be there around 9:10.
Yeah, it's
But it's downwind.
well, it's that, you know, the channel is really it's not yeah, down. Mainly it should be downwind. Yeah.
Because behind the bridge we really no wind.
You're right. What I mean, if by any chance we arrive at the belt early,
I'm not
Yes.
saying I'm
at the
gonna be
beginning
there.
of the afternoon, like 8 or 9,
Yes.
it will be too strong for the current,
Yes.
so we'll have to wait.
Yes. Anchoring is the. I've been here already quite a few times, and I haven't been anchoring so far. So I hope that you won't have to anchor as well.
Just say the time again in the north from which time it's less favorable to be close to the shore and better to be further out.
It depends a bit, you know. Like if you will be heading toward and the wind will start dropping, you know, you have to get some feeling. But normally, you know, it's after the sunset and some hours, you know, that the wind is getting quicker, closer to the shore. And you know, like this is very likely going to be the last part of the approach to the Little Belt, and at this point it's not so much like the streamlines are going to be pretty straight, so it's not worth, you know, to stick to the land anymore. So at that point, you know, just go in the middle and stick to the more pressure.
Yeah,
Bert.
maybe through the Little Belt, think about like the river effect. So
Yeah.
if you have a corner like this, always think of that the current will always go on the outside. So try to use that, especially if you have a favor. Try to use that. If you have contra, you have to cut corners. That's tactics.
Sure.
Yeah.
So some more questions.
What do you think for the 18s, like on average, when would that be at the little bed?
I believe it should be the same time as last year, so a bit more, a bit before. 18s are going to be fast. You know, 18s are slow, going upwind, and you will have the upwind just coming out. But then, you know, the 18s shouldn't be like more than let's say one and a half hour after the 27th, especially taking in account that they are going to start half an hour later. So you should be really fast. I mean, it's as I said, you know, like it's very unlikely that you're going to see more than 50 knots. You can really push hard. So it's going to be really, in a way, like I believe these are the most pleasant conditions I've seen so far on the Silver Rudder, because it seems there is going to be enough wind. You're going to be fast. The sailing is going to be enjoyable. The weather is going to be nice. So no reason why to avoid pushing the boat.
Last year I had, when I came back, like heavy sea, like very scenario direction, after the little bit.
Yes.
What is the recommendation for sailing? To go more shore side or more sailing?
Now this depends a bit. It's depending a bit on the timing. Like if you're exiting the little belt during the daylight, then you can stick to the land. Otherwise, there is going to be, because the wind will be coming offshore due to the easterlies. So basically, once you get out, you know, we have the wind coming offshore, and like some mile or two, you know, you go out basically, and then there you have more pressure at the time when the wind won't be established till like the full extent. So like exiting the little belt, probably it's going to be better, you know, to stay a bit more offshore. And once the wind will start picking up, you get inshore. So basically, and then you leave the shore coming up.
Do you expect any change in the wind in the afternoon? When you're coming down here, it's a long sail. I remember that.
So where toward the little belt?
From when exiting Middle Part.
Yes.
Passing back or Essence, and then all this way down. I think there's all these east, southeast, 50 knots. How will it change?
So the wind will pick up during the day. That's very likely to happen, because there won't be that much wind at the exit of the little belt. So the wind will be picking up, but in general there seems to be no tendency in the wind speed or wind direction. But like tomorrow morning or this afternoon, you know, check the latest forecast and you know, just have a look, like, is there something new, is there any shift basically you can use. So be ready for. I can't tell you really everything. I mean, I would if I would know, I would tell you, but I don't know. So basically you have to check some facts also yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jure.